iHeartRadio makes history this time. Plus, Nas returns to Sony Music Group. This time, he's going to have some ownership. J. Cole, Kid Cudi, and a whole other will be Old Fest. We'll explain a little bit about that. Plus, the owner, founder, CEO who started Black Lives Matter, the global experience, is stepping down and stepping away for good. And also, Diddy and J-Lo again? Or maybe Diddy, J-Lo, Ben Affleck? Bruh, what the fuck's going on with that? And we're talking about friends too, and fake ass friends. We're gonna get it all in. Did you get a chance to check out iHeartRadio Music Awards? We're going to tell you a little bit about it, who made history, and all that other stuff going on. I am Stephion. Welcome to the Kings of the Village podcast. We are back again. And yes, we're talking about all kind of stuff again. If it concerns you, we're talking about it. I don't know that we have a real format to anything we're doing. We talk to guests sometimes. We talk to people's mamas sometimes, cousins, people who are doing bad stuff, good stuff, politics and stuff. But you can be a part of the conversation. Also, we are on every single platform that is streamable. Also, like iHeartRadio Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, not on Grindr or OnlyFans anymore, but we are pretty much everywhere else that you can think about where you can get podcasts. And if you want to be a part of that, you can be a part of that. You can also leave us comments or questions on Facebook at Kings of the Village. I think that's it. I think that's all the places you can find us and be a part of the show. And you can also submit show ideals, be a guest, talk about stuff. If it's about black stuff, we talking about it. Also, we talk about white people too, but this time in a good way because my show is coming back and I'll tell you what that is in just a moment. But first, let's get into it. Alrighty, well just yesterday, iHeart Music Awards were presented on Thursday at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood. That was actually not too far from my old crib when I lived in LA. Here are some of the artists who made history at the show. Well, the only ones we're going to probably really talk about, The Weeknd. Now, you might remember The Weeknd did the Super Bowl, which sucked. I can't say that I'm not a fan, but I'm certainly not a big-ass fan of The Weeknd. But The Weeknd's Blinding Lights took home Song of the Year and also the socially voted award on TikTok Bop of the Year. The Weeknd also took home Male Artist of the Year for the first time. Man, that dude is doing it. So he let's see, who else? Justin Bieber and Drake were the third Canadian artist to win in that category. So non-Americans took home the Song of the Year. Here's how it went down.
And the award for iHeartRadio Song of the Year goes to, very well deserved. Give it up for The Weeknd, Blinding Lights.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you. I love you too, baby. Thank you. I gotta say, you guys make me want to tour like tomorrow, man. I can't. It's crazy. Thank you, guys. I want to thank everyone involved in making this song. Max, B, Dahila, Oscar, Serban. I want to thank Tom Pullman and John Sykes. And I want to say, like I said before, the after hours are done and the dawn is coming.
That was his acceptance speech for the Song of the Year at iHeart Radio. If you like him, he did talk about going on tour and doing some more stuff. Again, if it's any indication of how the Super Bowl show went, I will not be seeing The Weeknd. Don't care. In other news, J. Cole, Kid Cudi, and Future lead the lineup for the 2021 installment of the hip-hop festival Rolling Loud, California. Tickets go on sale June 1st at 12 p.m. The festival expands from 2 days to 3 days and will be held at the NOS or NOS Event Center in San Bernardino from December 10th to the 12th. It follows Rolling Loud Los Angeles 2019. As you might remember, the one in 2020 was canceled due to the pandemic. Coronavirus continues to plague the world around us, but I do think it's getting better, but it does continue to stop shit around us. So
Coronavirus!
It is coming back, and they got a big-ass lineup. Listen to some of the people that are in this lineup. It features a special set from Young Thug and Chris Brown, who will perform selections from their collaborative Slim and B album, Wiz Khalifa, French Montana, Ty Dolla $ign, Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, Chief Keef, Earth Gang, Currency, Kodak Black, on and on and on. People like Boogie with the Hoodie, Little Durk, Moneybagg Yo, Little Yahtzee, and I'm telling you, everybody is going to be there at this show. So I am thinking about going back to LA and figuring that out and see if I want to be a part of that, see if I want to go. The last concert I did was, we did Drake in LA and we did Beyonce. What the hell was that tour? On the Run with Jay-Z. So I don't know. We might go to it and check it out. I don't know. I mean, everybody gonna be smoking and hanging out. But listen, last month, Rolling Loud announced the return of its flagship festival in Miami, rescheduled in 2020 and postponed due to the pandemic. And so, of course, it'll be in LA and San Bernardino. Again, tickets go on sale June 12th. If you're interested, we'll provide more information in the show's bio. Nas returns to Sony Music with new Mass Appeal. So those who love legendary Nas will find this interesting. I am one of the fans. You know, everybody makes you choose between Nas or Jay-Z. I'm always going to be Nas, still Illmatic. Shout out to New York. I don't know, he's just a better writer. I mean, of course, I love Jay, Hove, but Nas is a better writer. But anyway, the independent music distributor, The Orchard, a subsidiary of Sony Music Entertainment, has penned a new deal with Mass Appeal Records, a label co-founded by Grammy Award winner Nas in 2014, alongside Peter Biter. The new partnership was announced this Wednesday. Through this venture, Mass Appeal will sign artists directly with access to Orchard's suite of services, including full-service marketing, sync music, video services, transparent data analysis, advertisement, rights management, and radio, among other resources. Nas, who began his career with Sony, owned by Columbia Records, will also release new music through the partnership. Mass Appeal was previously signed into distribution deal with Universal Music Group, which included releasing Nas albums Nasser in 2018, Lost Tapes in 2019, and the Grammy-winning King's Disease in 2020 in collaboration with Def Jam Records. What's going on with Def Jam? Are they doing anything? Are they working anymore? Anyway, Nas quoted that this is a full circle moment for him. Nas said in a statement, "To come back to Sony with my own label is a major milestone." So shout out to Nas and all the people representing New York. Him and Jay-Z are continuing to own stuff, build stuff, do stuff, be great. So I don't know. I wish him well. I hope he does well. They're going to make some money together. Nas always finds a way to do something. But it seems like lately, he's one of those artists who have become a legend. You know what I'm saying? But I want him to keep making music like Hove. I think Nas has a lot of art left in him. But it is, I will say this. Nas' music is a lot different than any new music like Migos and Future and everybody who's popping right now. And it's just, I don't know, maybe his music's just not you got to be an old head rap fan of real rap, real lyrics to appreciate Nas. I think he has his core base. He has an audience. He has people who love on him. But I think that where music is going now and where it is, most music is just a bop on the radio. So I don't know. I really don't know if people will appreciate him unless he finds that good radio hit. But he is a legend. I want him to still keep making good, solid music and not waver and buy into bop radio type shit. Like, go hard, be the original rap artist you were. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't be on a lot of people who's popping right now. And I guess there's room for that, but I don't want him to, not be authentic like he has always been. I want Nas, that throwback shit, that good shit, talking about real life shit that's going down. But of course he's grown, so he's probably going to look at the world a little different, but that's a good thing, right? We'll see. Shout out to Nas and Sony Music for making history once again. Diddy. Where is Diddy? What is happening with Diddy? Diddy's back in the news again because Diddy has entered the chat. Now, for those who are not following or who is not on Instagram and Twitter and all that, well, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez may not have given us a performative little kiss yet, but many think they're getting back together. But sources insist they are full on dating once again. Well, this discovery that we now live in 2004, you may remember they were back together back then, mostly thrilled the general public, but there will always be new disasters. J-Lo's exes are always around. I don't know what this woman has, but I think she's been proposed to like 8 times. Ben Affleck brought her a big yellow canary diamond. I don't know what Diddy wanted with her, but he's back at it again. He tweeted or Instagrammed a picture of them holding hands and doing something, hanging out back in the day. And Diddy posted a picture. I think the picture was taken in February of 2001, and he posted it. A shot from paparazzi, the couple looking cozy, holding hands, which he posted on Instagram, saying simply hashtag TBT, which is Throwback Thursday. Hello and welcome, Diddy, to the chat. Thank you so much for joining in on the conversation. Ben Affleck says, I don't know what the hell that means or what's going on. I just think it's an odd story. I just don't get it. I don't get why Diddy is attempting anything or attempting to try to get back with her or what he wants to do with her. And more importantly, is Jennifer Lopez even entertaining it? What does she have other than, a lot of chicks got nice asses, but she must have some magic, pussy, fire ass head. She must twinkle, but at 50, this female, she still got it. She a baddie. J-Lo is still a baddie, but she be having these brothers, white dudes, and the A-Rods, and Mexicans, and Puerto Ricans going crazy. Is it, because all the people she get has money too, so it's not that they're looking for fame, because Diddy's still popping, A-Rod is still popping, Ben Affleck is still popular. What is it that this woman has on these men? It's gotta be that magic J-Lo coochie. I do not know what she is doing to them, but hell, that was 20 years ago that Diddy and her kicked it, and Jenny from the Block and all the other hits he made her and was smashing down, but whatever it is, he wants in. Now that he know chicks, she's single, he ready. I don't get it. I don't get what she has on these dudes. If you know why, someone let me know. Jenny from the Block still got it, so I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. But I think what it is about J-Lo is she's a passionate lover. I think that is exactly what it is. I think Jennifer Lopez, she cooks. I think she's a good domestic partner. I think she is a businesswoman, and I think men appreciate that about her. I believe she is more domestic than we believe that she is. I think she's something else. I think she is also, though, a bit crazy. I think Jennifer Lopez is outrageously crazy. So whatever it is, I'm gonna follow this and figure out what's going on from Jenny from the Bronx, and see what's happening with her, and seeing why these men love her. I don't know. I don't get it. More importantly, do I really care? Well, yeah, because I will say this. I'm a fan still. Like, I seen her a long time ago in concert. Now, she's not the best performer, but she's good. She's fascinating. Didn't really like her show on the Super Bowl, but I think I'm more obsessed with J-Lo, the human. Like, she's just a fascinating creature. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just like her. Music, not the best, but she personally is kind of a dope human being, in my opinion. And plus, when I was in college, like, I was going through some stuff, and I just played her album over and over and over and over again. And then when I was driving from the city to see my then boyfriend in Gary, Indiana, it was about a 30 to an hour drive. And I was driving down the highway vibing with her, and she just kept my mood right. J-Lo do that for you. She get you right. But clearly, she getting these dudes right, too. So, anyway, we'll keep watching that. We'll keep figuring out what's going on with Jenny from the block. All right, we do have some news that Sex in the City will be returning. So that's some good news, right? We're going to find out what's happening with them, why they're coming back, and who's not coming back. But we do know for sure that Big, if you got to watch the show. If you don't know the show, then you don't know the show. But Big is coming back to the show. Big, you might remember, is the love interest of oh God, what is her fucking of the main character of the show, Carrie. Why could I remember Sarah Jessica Parker's character, Carrie, the main fucking character on the show? Anyway, listen, Sarah Jessica Parker released and made a statement and announced that Sex and the City is coming back. You may remember the original series aired on HBO from 1998 to 2004. It had 94 episodes and 2 blockbuster movies. Now, if you didn't get behind the movie, I just want to let y'all know this movie made $415 million worldwide. Sex and the City 2 came out in 2010, and that brought in close to $300 million. It starred, of course, Kim Cattrall, who was the sexy vixen, Samantha Jones. Charlotte York, played by Kristen Davis. She's kind of okay character that I love you and let's make babies and I want to be a mom. And, of course, the real-life lesbian Cynthia Nixon, who is who played Miranda Hobbs, the lawyer, very feisty and always woman's rights, hear me roar. I think the only woman on the show who had sex with a black man too, on the show as well. I forgot his name. Who played the doctor? Blair Underwood. Blair Underwood played her love interest. He was a doctor on the show, and they found a reason to get his ass off the show. That lasted like a half a season or something. But anyway, they did well at the box office. The show earned 54 Emmy nominations, winning 7, and 24 Golden Globe nominations, winning 8. Obviously, it was a popular show. Obviously, I was that little black gay boy who was a fan. Everybody I know loved that show. It was on HBO. We would sneak and watch it because it was a very sexy show. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't want your homeboys to know because I'm a very masculine dude. And I wasn't in the closet, but I didn't tell nobody I watched the show. It was kind of my little private thing. I don't know that I was ashamed of it, but the people I hung around, like the crew I hung around, like they were real masculine dudes and nobody was talking about Sex in the City. I was like, well, I ain't telling nobody. Nobody cared. So anyway, it was my show. Loved it. Looked forward to watching it. When it was out. I think I was just out of high school. Yeah, I was 3 years out of high school because I graduated in 95. Show started in 98. So not anybody I knew was talking about it, but everybody I knew loved it. So That was weird. But anyway, why the show originally got scrapped for the third movie that they wanted to do is because Kim Cattrall, the sex siren, sex vixen, said, hell no, I don't want to do the show. These are not my friends and they're not fun. I don't want to hang with them. You may remember she came out saying her and Sarah Jessica Parker were never friends, and Sarah was really hurt by that. Over the years, the filthy rich star on Fox, because she's on a new show, has been very vocal about the show, even calling out Parker, saying she was cruel. She said this back in 2018, and she said she wouldn't be back. But there was a tweet saying, no, we don't dislike each other, but I guess really she just don't fuck with her and doesn't want to be a part of the show. So Big will be back. That was Sarah Jessica Parker's, I think they got married in the final show. They did get married. They're together. And then it got a little boring to me. I don't know how you can make any more of this. I don't know if they're going to get a new friend. I don't know if somebody's going to have, be sick or something. Because you might remember that Kim Cattrall's character had cancer. I don't know if she recovered from it, or maybe they'll just kill her off the show and then they'll find a new person to bring in. Jennifer Hudson was Carrie's assistant on the show, but then she left and went and got married in St. Louis. So I don't know. Maybe they'll bring Jennifer Hudson back and then they'll have a new black friend. Don't know what's going to happen with the show, but they're going to bring it back. No dates on when the show is going to return. But we do know that Kim Cattrall will not be a part of that show, which, I don't know, that should make me sad because she had a huge following on the show. I don't know how they would do it because she was an extremely popular person. But anyway, let's move on to some more news of the day. We'll see. We shall see what's going to happen with that. I don't know. Does anybody even care about that show? Let me know. Let me know on Facebook. Hit me up and let me know if you care about that show or not. And does that still matter? Does stuff like that, is it still relevant today? Are people still talking about sex in this city? Or are people just fucking on OnlyFans? We'll see. We found out today that one of the 3 women founders of Black Lives Matter Global Network is stepping down officially as the executive director of the group's foundation. While there are many Black Lives Matter groups, the Global Network is possibly the largest in the movement. The organization received $90 million in donations last year. Damn it! What do they do with all that money? Like, what's happening? I might come back and research some of that and tell you about what they're doing with all that money or what they did with all that money. Because, listen, there should be all types of buildings, institution, places put in place city to city with that kind of money and resources made available to black people and the police force. I don't believe that we have to just give all this to the government, right? We don't have to give all this to our leaders and say, you are responsible for making the world a better place. If an organization took in $90 million, they are also responsible for doing something with that money. And I'm sure many of you would agree with that, right? Anyway, the founder, 37-year-old Cullors, Cullors, she's 37. She founded the group alongside Alicia Garcia and Opal Tometi in 2013 after George Zimmerman was acquitted in the killing of Trayvon Martin. You may remember Trayvon Martin. He was the young boy with the Skittles and the hoodie on. And George Zimmerman took it upon himself to say this guy wasn't being a good human being. Let me kill his ass because that is my human right to stand my ground. So they wanted to create a network of activists, a movement, and expand the network in 2015, and so they did. Patrici says it was time to step down and to move on. She says, I was a part of this and I started this organization never to continue to do this forever. And an organization is bigger than one person. She says, quote, I've created the infrastructure and the support and the necessary bones and the foundation so that I could leave, she told the Associated Press. It feels like that time is right, and I want to make that departure now. The other two founders have not been involved in the Black Lives Matter movement day-to-day operations for multiple years now, but Cullors remained as the executive director, which she now will be stepped down. She's now going to step down. She said her departure, which is effective Friday, today, was in the work for over a year now and was not influenced by the recent smear campaigns against the group. Quote, I would like her to be there forever, some of the people said of the group, but I also know that that is not feasible. Black Lives Matter organization should go on and should be sustainable for a long time if we use the resources properly. Anyway, shout out to those three ladies who started the foundation and the global network. But I hope they do good. $90 million is a lot of money that they raised. So obviously that was effective. They did what they were supposed to do to get the funds. But again, just like in many other organizations, it should be bigger than the people who started, right? You're only good as the foundations and the roots that you set in place, right? Right? So anyway, I hope they will continue to do great things. I hope they will use those resources and put them back in the hood. I hope they will use those resources to do things the right way. I'm hoping that is what happens. On the next episode, I know we talked about fake friends, and we're going to get to that. But I just wanted to share some great things that was happening in the black community. I want you to join us, though. We're going to be talking about fake-ass friends, and we're going to be talking about people who are talking loud and doing nothing. Also, we got some guests lined up for you. As we enter the summer season and gay pride season, we're going to talk about what that looks like in a pandemic. I think we're getting to the finish line, though. I think the pandemic is just about over. I've been able to go in stores and not wear masks. Nobody's requiring that shit anymore. We're going to talk about what it means to be gay, black, and proud as the pandemic is starting to be a part of American culture, just like the flu. Yeah. Join us next time, though, and download this podcast and many others on all streaming networks. All right? I'm Stephion. Don't forget that no matter where you are in the world, you too can be the king of your village.